Hello sculptors, today we're going to make a mini pinch pot with some designs and some attachments. So to start with, you're going to receive two small chunks of clay, the bigger one and the smaller one. You're going to leave the smaller one off to the side for now. We're just going to use this larger piece of clay to make into our pinch pot cup. So it comes out kind of like a square here, and we're going to want to take our hands and start to push that into a circle. Or if we want to use the right word for it, it would be a sphere, because it's three-dimensional. It means that it sticks out in three ways. It's not flat on a piece of paper. So start by just squishing that clay into a ball. You could pretend it's maybe a baseball in your hands or another ball, and you're just hitting it back and forth. And we're just going to push this into a nice sphere. We're going to take our thumbs and we're going to push into the clay, not all the way through, but just little ways. Pretend you just got a big sore thumb there. That's how you want it to look. And we're going to leave our thumb on the inside of the clay. Now, we're going to start turning and slowly pinching the clay. I don't want you to go too quick at this part. I want you to do just little tiny pinches. If we go too fast, the clay will have some cracks that start to form, and we really want to just do tiny little pinches to start making the walls of our cup get a little bit thinner. So I'm pinching between my thumb on the inside and my fingers on the outside of the cup, and I'm slowly making it thinner and thinner. If you see any cracks that start to form, we'll take a little bit of our water and we'll put it on there and we'll wipe the cracks away. We'll keep making the walls thinner and thinner and thinner until we make it to about as thick as our pinky. If you get thinner than your pinky, sometimes the project will be too weak and it could break really easily in the end. This other piece of clay that we have is going to be for anything that we want to attach on to our cup. Maybe you want to make a handle. You could make it so that the cup has a handle to it. Maybe you want to have a cool 3D design. So a three-dimensional design that goes on the outside that sticks out. Well, we can use the other piece of clay to make that happen. So take that other chunk, and let's say that we want to make a handle. I'm just going to take a little piece of that, and I'm going to roll that clay between my hands to make it round like a snake. I can do the same on the table here. And that's how I make a nice round handle. Now, if I wanted to make it a flat handle, I can take a little bit of water on my finger and I can flatten the snake that I made to make it more of a flat handle. I usually like to have my handles be flat. From there, we can attach our handle onto the project. Bend it into the shape that you like. Decide if you need to cut off some pieces if it's a little bit too big of a handle. And then we're going to attach it on to the side. Whenever you attach clay to clay, you need to make scratch marks. So this is called score marks. So you do score, and then we add a little bit of water on there that looks like it acts like glue. So a little bit of water. Usually we'd have something called slip that we use here. And on the handle, we do the same thing. Make some Velcro marks. Velcro allows your shoe laces to stay tied if you have some laces underneath there, or maybe you don't have laces and you just have Velcro. Okay, a little bit of water. Then we'll attach it on there, just like that. Now, if we really want this to stick, we need to blend right along where it's connected. And you can use your fingers to do that, or you can use that little tool. The tool's kind of nice because you can get into areas that your fingers have a harder time getting to. Now, you never want to hold your project by the handle until after it goes through something called the kiln. That's a big oven that makes this clay turn into rock, and it becomes nice and hard and strong. So there's a little handle on there. After you've made an attachment, and you don't have to do a handle, you could do something different if you wanted. Make anything out of the clay and then attach it on. We'll also want to make some designs on our cup. So you can imprint in some designs or draw some designs using the tool that I've given you. Maybe I want to add in a nice line that goes around the top rim. I can press that into the clay. Maybe you want to draw something like a letter from your name. You could do that. Maybe I'm just going to add in some lines that go around the whole rim. I could go all the way around the rim that way. Okay? So draw some things, add some things, make it look really nice. On the underside of your project, you're going to need to add on your initials. So put them on there, so that way we know whose cup is whose in the end. So that's how we're going to be making our cups today.